We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Chicago Cubs and the Miami Marlins. It's Marlins baseball on the show. Next. Trevor Rogers will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
Into the box, Suzuki. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The Cubs, the right fielder, number 42.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball one.
First pitch, 7-11.
1-0 count. Here it is. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball two. Too high, and it's 3-0.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
Here's the 3-1. Well hit out to straightaway center. Center fielder looking up, still ranging back. That one is gone. What a way to lead off a ball game. So it's a solo home run here leading off the ball game. Home run number 9 on the year, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
I love the way this lineup's constructed. Right out of the gate, they smack you right in the mouth with one of the better power hitters in their lineup, and he takes him deep right there to set the tone.
We got time. Batting second, the shortstop,
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. And with one away, today, of course, Jackie Robinson Day around Major League Baseball. We had a nice ceremony before the game in honor of number 42 as his legacy lives on to this day. Now at the plate, Patrick Wisdom. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. First pitch of the at-bat. And he lays off there, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And a curious looking swing that time, as he likely had ball 4 there, but instead it's 3-1. He loses him on ball 4.
Batting fourth, the center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
So a runner on first with 1 out now, and that brings in the former National League Rookie of the Year, Cody Bellinger. Pause, now the pitch. That finds the zone, a called strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Wisdom is off at first with 2 away. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Fouled off. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Hit hard on the ground to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Justin Steele is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Segura.
Now here's the pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around. One and two now as that one's fouled off.
Now the pitch.
2-2.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Batting second.
Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, I'll keep an eye on the leadoff guy and see what he can do in this one. He's doing some really special things at home. He's hitting over 350 in games at home, so he's a guy you'd want to watch. Pretty good odds he'll have another big game here.
In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Hey, that's a great stop right there. He had to make a perfect play after that nice backhand stop, and he did exactly that. He couldn't have transferred that ball from his glove to his hand and released the throw any better.
So here's Avisail Garcia. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. And he takes ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
And there's a base hit on the line.
For every pitcher, you'd like to get through that first inning. 1, 2, 3, 2 out single. Now the cleanup man comes up.
Absolutely, and you know what that means. Cleanup hitter. Guys are in scoring position the minute he steps in the box, let alone have someone on first base.
Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. And the runner back. In is Jorge Soler as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Comes set and the 0-1. But right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. 1 left for Miami. They trail this one 1-0. At the plate, Nelson Velasquez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Nelson Velasquez.
And now a pitch on the way. Oh, and he gets the inning started with a bang as this is hit high and deep to left field. And that is off the wall. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Man, they already hit 1 home run, and I thought they had a second one right there. Not quite enough behind it, though, as it banged off the wall for a double. He's giving up a fair amount of solid contact right now.
Into the box, Nick Madrigal, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Madrigal is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leveraged. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
No one out with a runner at second. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He's certainly got this guy on the defensive.
This is foul right side. Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Now a spin and a throw back to second, and he just manages to get his hand in. First pitch on its way. Yan Gomes comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Has a look, now the pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. Segura has it, and there's out number 2. Now at the plate, Justin Steele, and a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Leading off the inning, Brian De La Cruz, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And that's taken for strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up, and that's out number 1.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at Yan Gomes, catcher. Calls a really good game. Pitchers seem to love throwing to this guy. And don't get it twisted, he can run into a 3-run homer as well.
Garrett Cooper is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Batting 7, the third baseman, Luis.
Standing in, Luis Arias. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line towards center field, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Batting 8, the catcher, Jacob Stallings.
Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter, as he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. Stallings originally hails from Kansas. He was selected in the 7th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bellinger's under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Marlins leave 1. They still trail 1. New inning set to get underway, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Suzuki.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The pitch. Swings through it for strike number 2. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
Popped him up. Cooper near the first base bag. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting. The shortstop.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. First delivery to him on the way. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
1 strike.
Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Just a touch outside. 1-2.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Patrick Wisdom is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Fouled away. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. De La Cruz will get there, and he puts it away to.
Welcome back. The Marlins are set to hit here in the 3rd inning, and this offense has certainly not disappointed this year. They've consistently put together strong performance after strong performance, resulting in them being near the top of the league in total hits. One player told me they have a lot of confidence in their ability to not only rack up numbers in the hits column, but also the runs column. He also said they're never satisfied, and they know they have to keep improving if they want to get where they want to go.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Gene Segura will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air, but this will land out there just foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out, and it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he got him.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
Jazz Chisholm is at the plate as he looks at ball one. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
2-out lightning definitely applies to this offense. If this two-hole hitter can get on, they could start something serious.
The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. So a full count now.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all. So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up Avisail Garcia. And a dive, but he's back. First pitch coming. Here it is. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around. Welcome back to Miami as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Cody Bellinger is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. And the pitch.
2-0.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Pitch on the way. 3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
The 3-1. This is pulled into right. Soler is there to put it away for out number 1.
Now batting.
So here's Trey Mancini. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled off. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Fouled away. The 0-2 delivery. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Two balls and 2 strikes to Mancini now. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. Striding in, Nelson Velasquez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder Jorge Soler. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is swung on and grounded out to Swanson at short. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Now the 2-0. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Now the payoff pitch home. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
Now batting.
So striding in, Luis Arias, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. Bellinger is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Jacob Stallings. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Marlins able. So in now for Chicago, Nick Madrigal. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Madrigal.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. Now a pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-1. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Hit the other way out toward right field. Under this one is Soler, and he'll handle it for the first out.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Now batting, Justin Steele. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Behind 0-2 now. Check swing. Did he go around? He did not, says Ed Drummond. It's ball one. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Marlins offense with their manager between innings, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Thank you, Heidi. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. The 1-2. Lifted into the air out toward center field. Bellinger's under it. 1 away.
The batter.
1 away now for the Marlins in their half of the 5th. And that'll bring in Gene Segura. First pitch coming. Here it is. In there, and it's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. And a slider that catches a lot of the plate that time, and it's sent out to deep left center field. And this one is gone.
Hey, I know we're not sitting up here with a crystal ball, but that swing right there, although in the middle innings, could be the deciding factor. And we could be looking back at this one when it's all said and done.
Jazz Chisholm stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Can't connect there. It's 2-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
And it's 0-2 to Avisail Garcia. Sent on the ground out to second. He's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1 for the Marlins. Ready once again, Suzuki. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First pitch on its way.
Nope. 0-1. Right, move. 1-1.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you gotta find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And that brings up the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
In today's game, with velocity and exploding breaking stuff, you have to find a way to control the strike zone as a unit. They haven't been able to do that today, swinging at way too many pitches outside the zone.
And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Number 42.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Patrick Wisdom comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And he lays off for ball 1.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
The 2-1. Low-scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. And there he goes towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Good steal there, and I'll tell you, he is a multi-dimensional player out there. He's got good pop at the plate, and he showed he's not afraid to use his wheels on the bases either.
To your point, Dan, he did go deep earlier, and now the stolen base here, so he's really having an impact on this game.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
He's set. Here it comes. First and second now, 1 man out. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Digging in once again, Trey Mancini, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Good downward action there, and it's 0-1. Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Chisholm ranging into the outfield. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up Jorge Soler to hit next.
The right fielder, Jorge Soler.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
That's low.
One ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Jorge Soler is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. And the pitch. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Garrett Cooper is on deck. Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Changeup too low. He walked him. Now in the box, Garrett Cooper.
The first baseman,
Throw over to first. Runner back safely. He's set, and the pitch. Pitch outside. The throw. Tags there, and Gomes gets him trying to steal second base.
Well, he showed a lot of patience to work out that walk, but it got erased pretty quickly. Always hate to give outs away on the base pass, especially when you've gotten on base for free.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Number 42 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 42.
All set for the start of the inning, and next it'll be the outfielder, Nelson Velasquez.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And now time is called for and granted by home plate umpire Clyde Washington. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. High fly ball out to straightaway center. De La Cruz has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Now that second baseman.
At the plate, Nick Madrigal. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Here's a pop-up now. Cooper has room in foul territory, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Yan Gomes. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Tucker Barnhart will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 42, Tucker Barnhart.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Here it comes. Outside, 2-1. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Garcia has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Tucker Barnhart will stay in the ball game, taking over the catching duties behind the plate. Up next from Miami, Luis Arias, a hit in 2 tries so far. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Wisdom backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
Now batting, catcher, Jacob.
Ready for another chance? Jacob Stallings. He has flied and lined out in 2 trips in this one. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Aiming for that outside corner, but just missing. 2-0. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 2-1 home.
Nope, outside.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
In the air to center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out. Number 42 will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 42.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. The Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. Not an altogether bad performance here, 6 2/3, but he stands to be the loser unless things can turn around. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Swing and a liner, but foul.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning.
1-2-3 go the Marlins. Dylan Floro has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Eric Hosmer will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Pinch hitting, Eric Hosmer.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. A little roller toward the hole. Scooped up. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting,
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Suzuki. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. 2 balls and no strikes.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Hit in the air out to center field. De La Cruz is underneath this one. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Digging in, Dansby Swanson. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. In there for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Oh, 2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command. 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up, or he can really hurt you.
Here comes the first pitch. A runner on first with 2 away. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch to be.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that. Number 42 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 42.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring in the middle infielder Gene Segura. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here. 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. And another foul ball. The next 0-2 is taken. That's ball 1. Hard hit ball to second. He's right there. Throw on to first in time. 1 away.
Now batting.
Settling in now, Jazz Chisholm. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Pitch on the way.
Oh.
1 out, nobody on. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Count even at 2-2. Now here it comes. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp, and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Avisail Garcia is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Two out, nobody on. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Miami down in order as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Anthony Bender takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 42, Anthony.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and standing in the outfielder, Cody Bellinger. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch either.
High in the air out to center field. Center fielder on the run. He's there and records the first out.
Now back. The first base.
Into the box now, Trey Mancini. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
And this will be fouled away. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Now batting, left fielder, Nelson.
Now to the plate, Nelson Velasquez. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Matt Merker will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 42, Matt Merker.
And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
Not a surprise to see that low splitter there. Anything with downward movement like that is going to be at the top of the list in a double play situation.
A 1-1. Merker, a native of Washington, D.C. He was a 13th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2018.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
That misses, and it's going to set up a big pitch now, 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
And it's fouled away. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Stepping into the box, Nick Madrigal. Nico Horner will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Nico Horner.
Hard liner to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
In now, Tucker Barnhart.
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul.
So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And now this crowd of 27,000 plus rise to their feet. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. The catch is made, and the Marlins have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Hey, a great win for these guys as they wrap up another one. But a little bit of a sour note, though. Everyone has to head home, get on those computers, and get those taxes out before midnight.